Hey guys, what's up? It's Briti, and it is summer and I've never been more excited. I just tried to lift my leg into the air, but I remembered that I lost all my flexibility when I stopped dancing. So I thought a good way to wrap up this school year was to make a classic, typical, what I learned in my year type of video. I don't know why people always feel like mowing their lawns right when I'm making a video. So this was my first year in college. I was technically a sophomore this semester because of my credits, but it was still my first year. I didn't write anything down, so this is just coming straight off my brain, so if it's a little bit shambled. It's definitely just more of a very independent space. People expect you to do things yourself, but I will say the one thing that they told me in high school that I don't agree with is that no college professors are going to give any shit about you. Just all college professors are going to be total assholes. They don't care about you at all. Maybe this is just a personal experience. I'm not going to talk about general classes because I didn't take that many general classes, but in my core major curriculum, all of my professors were very personal. They all knew my name. They all cared about me. I think when people say that, they're referencing more to like general classes like Astronomy 1000 or humanities, like some huge lecture hall class, because in that case the professor just really doesn't have the access to get to know you and care about you. Really important thing of college that I learned is office hours. I don't know if every college calls them office hours, but at CU that's pretty much just like hours that professors are open to students coming into their office and chatting with them about anything. Definitely utilize your office hours, especially if you don't understand what's going on in a class. For my astronomy class, I went into my professor's office hours like once a week probably, and he would literally like sit down and do the homework with me, which was just so helpful. And I never thought I was gonna get an A in that class, but I did get an A in that class because he was willing to sit down and go through each problem with me. So even in the huge lecture hall classrooms, the professors still care if you give them the opportunity to, if that makes sense. I'm not going to say that all professors care. I'm sure there's some professors that are just assholes that don't give a fuck about anything. But for the most part, almost all of my professors did care about me, at least a little. Definitely don't feel scared to be a teacher's pet or whatever the fuck, because no one cares, first of all, and it'll be really beneficial for your grade in the end. That leads me to number 2, which is no one cares. Like, no one cares about anything. Anything. Just don't be scared to just be yourself and do whatever the fuck you want, because seriously, there's this guy that rides his unicycle around on campus, and then he'll just like do yoga in the middle of a field and like walk across railings and like balance, and no one bats an eye. Like, they're just like, yeah, that kid. This one's more specified towards big campuses, or if you're looking at colleges and you're scared off by a big campus, because I go to CU, that's like a 30,000 person campus, it's pretty large. I think you always have room to make a big school a small school, but it's really hard to make a small school into a big school. I hope that made sense. They say it's a 30,000 people campus, but I swear on my life I see the same 10 people everywhere I go. If you meet someone and they happen to be toxic or just like not good to be friends with, it's so much easier on a big campus to just be like, bye. Whereas on a small campus, you might just like run into them all the time, even though you don't want to. It's kind of similar to high school. And if it's the class sizes, once again, office hours, and also typically huge classes are just general classes. When you get into your major, you're typically going to be in a class of like 20 to 30 people. I was in a class that had 15 people in it, and half of them never showed up. So don't be afraid to miss class, but also don't go crazy, because just find a happy medium. Don't miss class all the time, because that's stupid. Every class you miss, you're wasting like $100 or like at least $50. So if you think about it like that, if you're missing a ton of class all year or every week, you are literally wasting your tuition money. Like, you're just throwing it in the drain. Enough of preaching about that. Another thing I really highly suggest is utilizing your library, your rec center, everything, every like student facility that you can. Your student tuition and student fees are paying a lot for this shit that you may not even use. Get this, just fun fact, one of my student fees actually pays for a stealing fee. There's a stealing fee that's automatically applied to my account that accounts for like $100 worth of stolen shit. So like, if I were to go to the dining hall and steal a plate, that's not stealing, because I fucking paid for it under my stealing fee. This is not me advertising for everyone to go steal from their college. it was just interesting. Use the library is so important and it's so useful, especially if you live in a dorm or you live somewhere with a bunch of people. It's a nice place to just focus and relax, and also mob mentality sort of thing, but watching, like being around a bunch of other people that are studying sometimes will motivate you to also study, just because you're like, shit. I do hope this video helped at least one person. If you're going into college this coming year, congratulations! You made it through high school, ready to suffer for more years and have no food and no money and no time. Yup. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up anyway because you're still watching. Subscribe for more videos and I will see you guys in the next one.